You're in the mountains with Makwa, and I'm standing in the middle of a marsh surrounded by water.
And I'm standing outside an observer's cabin covered in graffiti.
And I'm standing on the shore of Indian Lake. No, not that Indian Lake, another one. And I'm standing about 100 yards from a beaver lodge in the middle of Nine Corner Lake. Stick around and see how I got here. Greetings, fellow hikers and outdoor adventurers. I am Makwa. That is my trail name. Today we are in the southern edge of the Adirondack Park near Caroga Lake in Fulton County. And we're here to knock out a new hiking challenge, the Fulton County Five. This is a new challenge for 2021 that represents about 14.5 miles and 2,700 feet of elevation gain. Me and my hiking partner, the Walking Fred, are going to attempt to do that all in one day. So right now we are standing out in front of Willie Wildlife Marsh, and we're going to make 4 other stops after this. From here we're going over to Kane Mountain. After Kane Mountain we're going to do an out and back to Stewart and Indian Lakes. From there we're going to take a short drive over to Nine Corner Lake, and from there moving over to Mud Lake at the beginning of the Northville-Placid trail to do an out and back to that lake. So that's the game plan for today. So here we go, first steps. A little bit about me. I am an unapologetic patch hound. I've completed 34 hiking challenges in the Adirondacks. And today we hope to knock out number 35. In case you're curious or into etymology, the name Makwa is from the Algonquin language meaning bear. If you're into entomology, we're in the middle of black fly season in the Adirondacks, but we've been lucky to dodge them today in this rain that we're walking through right now. Well, we just came across one of the odder and creepier things we've ever seen hiking. From a distance we thought it was children laying in the middle of the trail, but as you can see it's, what is that, Mario, and I don't know what this other character is. Very creepy, very creepy find in the middle of the trail. Walking Fred takes a bio break. Let's see how close I can get down to the water here and see what I can see. Okay, first leg of the Fulton County Five is complete. The Willie Wildlife Marsh. Spectacular stop. I recommend it highly to anybody. It is one of the best lowland hikes I've taken. Now, here's the odd thing and a weird little quirk of geography about this challenge. We are not actually in the Adirondack Park just yet. We are 1/3 of a mile south of the blue line. So technically not in the Adirondacks, but a great hike. Come do it. You'll have a great time. Second stop of the Fulton County Five is Kane Mountain. We're going to do a counterclockwise loop. We're going north out of the parking lot, then southwest to the summit, and then back south to the parking area again. We're looking at 2.1 miles, about 600 feet of elevation gain. We're choosing to go counterclockwise. You can do it either way. It's the same. Doesn't really matter. However, if it's a really busy day, I would recommend the counterclockwise loop because you're going to run into fewer people. On a rainy day like today, not a big difference. But nice little mountain, fire tower up top, nice little view. Let's see what happens. Here's the walking Fred. Does not know how to operate the trail register.
Well, I feel a lot of pressure because we don't skip pages yet.
This guy's got more degrees than a thermometer, and he can't figure out to put his frickin' name in a book.
I don't want to skip pages. I'm being very careful.
A little bit wet down low here. We're talking ankle deep mud and standing water, so we're picking our way rock hopping a little bit. I just did it. I went ankle deep. It is wet. It is very wet. Approaching the summit, almost on top. We're about 3/10 of a mile. We hit the fire tower. Pretty forest, lots of ferns. Fire tower. Well, I'm in the fire tower. Walking Fred is down below. Let's see if he's down there. Fred! There he is. are done with Kane. We are heading down. It is cold, cold, cold at the top, and we were getting chilled, so we made a hasty retreat and head down the hill. Stop number 2 done. Gonna take a quick lunch break and then head out to Stewart and Indian Lakes. Okay, we have finished our lunch. We are fueled up, fully ready to go, rehydrated, and ready to hit Stewart and Indian. Fred, are you ready for an afternoon where we have to still knock out 10 more miles?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. It's 1 o'clock and we still got 10 miles in front of us. We've been up since 5. The Memorial Day parade and some other snafus slowed us down here, but we'll make it up.
Yeah.
The Memorial Day parade? Well, it was a total failure on our part. We neglected to check the town of Caroga Parks, Lakes, Recreation, and Tourism Facebook page during our preparation and trip planning for these hikes. So here's a quick recap of what we ran into on our way from Willie Wildlife Marsh up to Kane Mountain.
I would suggest turning around and going back or staying and watching it. But if you want to skip around it, you know where the campground is? About a mile down.
We just hit a parade in Caroga Lake on Memorial Day weekend. So we were stymied getting to Kane Mountain. So we're now doing a complete U-turn and have to backtrack several miles to get to our destination. Okay, we're now off the main road to Kane Mountain and heading down the back road to possibly Crystal Lake to meet our demise. Now we're off pavement, and the walking Fred has kicked in the 4-wheel drive, and hopefully we make it out alive.
Get up to Kane Mountain, so can we go right?
Yep, we're right.
We're okay to go ahead?
Yep.
We're not going to get stuck in your parade, right?
Nope.
Well, that's not a pejorative. I just don't want to end up being like accidentally participating. I think you off well, did it? Like, look at this.
Well, we've now, instead of the Caroga Lake Memorial Day Parade, we have now devolved into an anti-Trump versus
Pro-Trump
rally, because we've run into a truckload of patriots versus a truckload of what the right would call the Antifa crowd. So
the Caroga Lake Antifa chapters representing.
This is America.
Look at this.
This has been one of the more unique car rides. Those horses coming up the road. We are not looking great on time. We're already at 10:30 in the morning, and we've only covered 2 out of 14 and a half miles of our of our trip for the day. So we'll see if we can get moving here and get back on track, but stay tuned for updates. Okay, stop number 3 in the Fulton County Five is Stewart and Indian Lake. The quick out and back, well, hopefully a quick out and back. We're looking at 4 miles round trip with about 650 feet of elevation gain, which, if you've been following along, is more than Kane Mountain, which we just climbed. Interesting quirk of geography. So, here we go. Okay, we're on the trail. We are off to Stewart and Indian Lakes, and it is 1 o'clock, and we need to double time it out and back if we're going to make the rest of this day. So, we're going to be low on video and stopping around to film stuff, and high on hiking here for the next couple of miles. So, it is a beautiful area, full of ferns, full of green, and we're going to power our way through this thing. Okay, well, the walking Fred, who was catching up to us on the trail, just took a bio break and somehow popped the button on his pants. So now he's walking around with his pants falling down.
I have my belt. I feel like the scarecrow in the Wizard of Oz. It couldn't be any tighter than belt. Look at this. So let's hope for the best, my friends.
Well, we'll hope we can make it. It's a little bit wet on this trail. There's not a lot of room to navigate without getting your feet wet, so that's what we're faced with. Well, we just reached the shore of Indian Lake, and we are way behind schedule, so we're going to pull one of those Chevy Chase nodding his head in the Grand Canyon in the movie Vacation and turn around and get the hell out of here after about a 15-second stay at Indian Lake. So we're back. Okay, here we are on the shore of Stewart Lake. Our last stop on this third leg of Fulton County Five. Beautiful little backcountry lake. We'll make a quick stop here and get back to the trailhead. Yeah, we're about a half mile out from the trailhead right now. Making our way slowly back. Finish up Lake 3. It seems that all of these hikes are a lot longer than they appeared on paper. We are running very low on time. We're going to have to hustle if we want to still be able to make these in any reasonable amount of time and still have some time to grab some dinner over in Northville and enjoy the rest of our day and have a couple of beers and so forth. So we're going to double time it back to the trailhead. See if we can make the rest of this day work. Okay, leg number 3 of the Fulton County Five is now complete. We are heading over to Nine Corner Lake real soon for leg number 4. Fred, you gonna make it?
I'm gonna make it all right.
All right. Well,
My pants might not, but I will.
the walking Fred, hopefully he does not turn into the balking Fred, and we'll see if we can make it through this. Leg number 4 of the Fulton County Five. We're at Nine Corner Lake. It's a quick in and out. 0.9 each way. A couple 300 feet of elevation gain, should be a quickie, and hopefully we'll have enough time to get over to Mud Lake to finish this thing off. Here we are on the way to Nine Corner Lake. We're going to make this happen as fast as we possibly can, because we are going to run out of daylight here if we don't get to Mud Lake real soon. So. Here's the trail to Nine Corner Lake. We're about a half mile out, and this has turned into a super highway. Looks like we're gonna make some good time on this section of trail, I think. Well, this is a new one for me. We have a fire pit in the middle of the trail. Literally in the middle of the trail, we have a fire pit. So who exactly can't follow this beautiful wide trail that is unmistakable and would need this directional arrow on the ground to help them out? Fred, do you know?
I do not know, and I'm a little perplexed. Perhaps the gentleman who built the fire pit in the middle of the
Well, Nine Corner Lake is absolutely beautiful. I can see why it's a popular camping spot. We're just doing a quick in and out, and not going to spend any time here, but it's definitely worth the trip. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful little backcountry lake. Okay, here we are at the start of the Northville-Placid Trail on Collins-Gifford Valley Road, just outside of Northville. For the challenge, we need to get all the way out to Mud Lake, which is about 1.9 miles out, another 1.9 back. It's about 800 feet of elevation gain, which will be our biggest climb of the day. But after we're done with that, we will be done with the challenge, knock out the Fulton County Five in one day, and then we're going to come back to the car, we're going to have a beer, and then we're going to go out and grab some dinner. All right, Walking Fred, here we are, last leg of the journey for the day. You got enough gas in the tank?
Yes, I'm ready to go. We'll handle this. We've done it before, so we're the only people the only section of the Northville-Placid trail they will have done twice. So.
Right. All right, we're on the trail, heading up the Mud Lake, hoping that we don't run into a bear. There is a well-known bear den off the right side of the trail near Mud Lake. And the last time we were here 3 years ago, we heard a large growl that really freaked us out. So we're hoping we don't run into that again today. So, let's go. Here's the start of the climb. The walking Fred has been shot out of a cannon. He is in a rush to get this day done. And he is charging up the hill. Which means he's going to run out of gas in about another 200 feet. Interesting fact about Mud Lake, there are 29 mud lakes in New York State, and 15 of those falling inside the blue line of the Adirondacks. So not very creative thinking by the folks who settled the area and named these places. So we're just going to knock out one of those mud lakes today. It's an interesting little place. There's some beaver lodges dotting the shoreline there. Like I said earlier, on the Northville-Placid Trail. Well, the walking Fred is totally wussed out on me here. I want to continue the additional 135 miles to Lake Placid, but the walking Fred wants to go home. So he's my ride, so I'm going to go back with him. So we're just going to say that.
Progressive is the better part of now.
Well, I suppose, but I guess I'll just have to settle for a beer and some pizza rather than making a one-day through hike of the NPT. All right, this is the last little stretch downhill to Mud Lake, where we can then turn around and officially finish this thing off back at the trailhead. That's it. Mud Lake, lake number 5 of the Fulton County Five, complete. Not officially until we get back to the trailhead, but we made our destination. Now all that is left is the walkout. Okay, we have about a 1.5 mile walk back to the trailhead, and I am thirsty for a beer, and the walking Fred has brought a Zima that he's been saving for a special occasion that he is absolutely dying for as well. So we'll celebrate when we get back to the trailhead. Now, the walking Fred has developed a blister on one of his heels.
Yeah, first time hiking in 5 years.
He's now walking around like Red Fox.
Red Fox.
Fred Fox. Okay, the last 3/4 of a mile of this hike are all switchbacks. You never feel like you're making any forward progress. We're about 2/10 of a mile out from the trailhead here, and then we're going to get cleaned up and head into town for some dinner, some well-deserved dinner. Okay, the walking Fred is officially signing out, which means we have completed the last leg of the Fulton County Five, the trip out and back to Mud Lake. And we have knocked this Fulton County Five off in one day. It was a long day, started pretty early, ended fairly late, but we learned some lessons along the way, like stopping and trying to film video of us traversing sections of the trail takes far, far, far too long. And it's just a time-consuming process. So as Fred just rattled home the kiosk over my narration, we have officially finished the Fulton County Five, and triumphantly we'll walk back to the parking lot for a beer. Okay folks, we arrived back at the car. At the beginning of the video, you saw me take my first step, and now you're going to see me take my last step. And the last step of any good hike is a beer. It's the best part of any hiking day. And today I have got a Founders All-Day IPA. Figuring after we hike all day, I figured this beer would be the perfect complement to the end of the day. And the Walking Fred is knocking off an old school favorite,
a Narragansett, which I stole from somebody.
Cheers.
Cheers. Congratulations.
Cheers.
Maybe the best beer I've ever had.
Oh my God, that's great. You've heard of the 10 essentials of hiking? Well, this is the 11th. So we're going to knock these off, clean up, and go get some dinner.
Thanks for spending the day with us.
Well, folks, we went into Northville to try and find some place to eat, and they were rolling up the sidewalks at about 8:30 at night. So we ended up walking over to Stewart's. We are now downing essentially what's gas station pizza, which is a favorite of mine anytime I head into the Adirondacks. This is Stewart's Pizza. It actually looks pretty good if you want to really check it out here. This is what we're going to eat.
Smells good.
All right, smells pretty good. Looks pretty good, smells pretty good. The Walking Fred is, I don't know, enthusiastic or not, I have no idea.
I'm excited.
But he's going to eat it no matter what because he's starving, as am I.
I feel like Papillon.
This is the best pizza I ever had. Which is a hyperbolic statement because any pizza right now would taste fantastic after spending that many hours on the trail. So it's still good. It's pizza. What the hell? Okay, well, we just polished off this pizza. Well, I polished off my part of the pizza. I think the Walking Fred might not be feeling too well right now. He only had 2 slices. So I'm going to bring the last one home for me. So that's it. That's all. We had a quick dinner here in Stewart in Northville, one of the hot spots of town where everybody congregates. And that's it. Okay, that's all we have for this video. Thank you for watching. Please forgive this continuity error as we filmed these closing comments before heading into town to get some dinner. Anyway, this was my first time in front of an audience outside a professional setting since my tour de force performance as General Cornwallis in a 5th grade production of Surrender at Yorktown. I still get fan mail about that performance, by the way. It's from my mother, but it still counts. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you've watched this far in the video, you are an Adirondack junkie, and I appreciate you making it all the way through the video. Please leave a comment down below. Tell us what you thought about the video. If you have any questions about the Fulton County Five, leave them down below. I would be happy to answer any questions. For that matter, if you have any questions about any hiking challenges in the Adirondacks, leave those down below as well. I'd be happy to answer those. If you did like the video, hit the like button. Please consider subscribing, and as always, ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos that we post on the channel. This is Makwa signing off. Again, thank you for watching, and I urge you to get out there, get out on the trails, make your own adventure, hike your own hike, and of all the paths you take in life, make sure a few of them are dirt.